Hello there. How are you? It's Todd Walters. Nice to talk to you. So here's what this is. This is a video letter, and a couple of reasons I'm sending it to you. Number one, obviously, is to promote what's coming up here February 16th and 17th in Orlando. But number two is to show you something, a pretty cool little trick that you can do with your past clients to generate more referrals, even repeat business. And it works really, really well on the investor side of the business. In other words, if you've got past clients and you're involved in getting them to come back and buy from you more often, say investing in real estate, like a lot of our platinum level members do, then you're going to want to pay very close attention to you. So the first thing here is to say this: I've recorded a video letter for you. Make sure you use those words. I've recorded a video letter for you and put it online for you to watch. I'm not sure I have your current mailing address. So all that is true here. Okay. So I'm not sure I have your current mailing address. I don't know if it's correct in our system or not. And secondly, I've recorded a video letter for you. That's what this is. And you can watch it here and you include the link. Okay. And you'll pretty much get a high level of clicks from whatever that is, a text or an email or an ad, say targeting a custom audience on Facebook. So hopefully you're writing all this down. That's pretty high level stuff. And then drive them to your online letter. And the purpose of the letter is obviously to get their attention, but to compel action. So the purpose of the letter here that I'm getting ready to read to you is to compel action. So hopefully you're a good study here as a Craig Proctor system member. And not only are you implementing the systems, but you're studying and analyzing how we get you to engage and do things and show up to meetings. So, hey, one thing before I get going here on this letter, and I think I actually cover it when I start reading this to you personally, is that there is a correlation, a direct correlation between the Craig Proctor system members that attend the meetings and those that don't. Some members believe they can attend one meeting throughout a calendar year, or you know what, I will just get to the next one. You know, that's what I hear a lot. I'll just come to the next one. I'm going to wait and come to the one that's close to me. And that whole way of thinking, that's just got to let you know that's not how the most successful people think. They get on planes and they fly across the country because somehow they just understand and see this differently. That there's a direct correlation to the pace of the growth of their business and engagement. So, members who miss 2 or 3 meetings in a row are far hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars in commissions less successful than those who attend at least one a quarter. So my idea here for this video is to get your attention, like I've said, show you some great things you can do with your databases to get them engaged in what you want them to do, i.e. show up at one of your investor seminars, or the importance of giving you referral business to support a worthy cause, as well as me getting your attention and showing you the absolute, critical elements involved in your engagement at these meetings. They are the big difference maker here. Okay. So this is a special invitation from Craig and myself. And I want you to read this only if you are not considering attending the Ultimate Real Estate Business Building Summit in Orlando, February 16th and 17th. Okay. And I'm going to outline here why missing this event will cost you time and money. So if you've already registered and you're already coming and you have your travel arrangements all connected, great. You don't need to watch or read any further unless you like the idea of being able to do something like this for your databases. We'll call it info marketing to your databases, or information first marketing. And we are going to cover this in Orlando in a couple of the sessions to get more people in your databases to send you referrals and come back to buy from you more often. And it doesn't have to be a primary home. All right. So now, what do the most successful real estate agents do? Okay, well, they look to retool their business. It's called a continuous improvement or an evaluation of their business from a different lens. They push back and look at it and they say, look, I need to constantly be challenging the status quo of my business in order to stay ahead of my competition and keep making quantum leaps. The average agent would never consider attending this event in Orlando. They would never do it. Okay. And that's why, in effect, they remain average. So if you locked me personally in a room and you said, look, you're not leaving, Todd, unless you tell me the number one thing that I need to do right now, this year, 2019, to make a quantum leap, period. And you're not leaving. And well, it's not difficult for me to answer that question at all. It will be to pick you up and put you in the middle of super successful people and those that care most about your success. Who cares most about you succeeding in making quantum leaps? Let's list them out. Who cares the most about it? Okay, there's a good chance that Craig Proctor, myself, we want you to be more successful than even you want to be. There is that opportunity exists. So obviously we would make the list. So a lot goes into putting these meetings together and hand selecting the speakers and the presenters and the content to make sure that you're benefiting. And if you've been attending any number of them, especially as a platinum member, then you realize, wow, these things just keep getting better and better and better. Okay. So do not miss the meetings. It's been over 15 years of me tracking platinum members' overall success and growth of their business, and the facts are undeniable. Platinum members who miss 3 big meetings in a row are far less successful at achievement than the ones who do not. So you not coming to a business that works so you don't have to conference February 16th and 17th in Orlando, Florida, well, I got to be honest with you, it doesn't really impact Craig and I's life, but it absolutely will impact yours. Okay. And I do take it a bit personal when people don't come. They choose to stay back and engage in being a real estate agent. I understand life. I'm getting married, having a baby, somebody's deathly sick in my family. I understand that. But being a real estate agent is no reason to skip this one out or set it out. Not having the money to invest in coming is not a reason to sit this one out at all. So if you reach out to any of our most successful members, those who have made time to put together presentations for you in Orlando, okay, what do you think they would say? They're spending time right now putting the materials together, calling me, asking questions about what should be presented, how it needs to be presented so that you can get the most out of it and use it in your business right now. What do you think they would say? Yep. Look, I'm not saying that in any way that you're guilty of being a spectator at events in the past, showing up and just watching. That's not what I'm saying at all. I would never say you're a spectator, but I will say you don't want to be a spectator. You want to show up here in Orlando, February 16th and 17th with a plan and a purpose. Okay. So what is your plan and what is your purpose? So I want to walk you through a couple of those things so that when you do show up, this will be a big difference maker for you. Okay. So let me scale down here on my screen. All right. Now, plan and purpose. First thing is your biggest issues. Do you have issues in your business? Okay. Yes, I have them. You have them. Other people have issues. So I want you to imagine right now, while you're watching this video, following along, solving your biggest issue. Whatever your number one issue is your business, imagine right now it is solved. And the solution is taking root, and that is no longer an issue. What would that do for your business and your life? Look, issues do not solve themselves, as you know. So I'm asking you to commit to attending this next meeting with this as part of your plan. Okay. In addition to writing down the issues that you have and showing up with the plan to fully solve, specifically solve those issues. Okay. Let's think it through. Okay, exactly what to do, and you're going to use this conference as a starting point and a deadline. So let's focus on it. When you show up in Orlando, you're going to use this as a starting point, and it will also be a deadline. So you've got till February 16th, 17th to finish something that you've had on a shelf that you've been doing. Make it a point to have it finished. And then when you show up in Orlando, it's going to be the starting point of new things that you're not doing right now. So you get that? Starting point of new things that you're not doing right now. So you're going to populate what I call a big quantum leap initiatives list. So for example, let's say that you're getting good closings from your databases, your past clients, your sphere, and adopted customers, friends and family, for example. You're getting business from those areas. But you don't really have a great marketing system, or maybe you just kind of haphazardly started some marketing system. You can't point to any great offers on it. And it's not scalable because it involves too much of you. Well, then on the list of big initiatives will be fully implement the Platinum referral marketing system, all 4 parts of it. That would make the list at this meeting as a starting point and a big initiative. Okay, so let's make sure we back up here. Number 1, you're going to show up with your issues list, and you're going to be looking for clarity on the best solutions. Do not assume that you know what the best solution is to your current issue. Never assume anything. Seek them out. That's what I did. I'm guilty of that, and thank God that I did that with Craig Proctor many, many, many decades ago, and through the years have constantly been doing that. Gone to the very top to know for sure if this is the best solution that was in play. Okay. And then secondly, big initiatives. What's going to be my big initiatives here that I will have completed by the next meeting? Okay. So I've given you some pretty big reasons here to make this happen. But let's recap. Number 1, we do these meetings for you, not for us. They're for you and for your business. And your business is for you and others. Okay. Number 2, this is what the most successful agents do. Your competitors do not want you to attend. And if you don't believe me, ask them. They don't want you to go. They're fine with you sitting out, coming to one of our meetings aimed at you having a business that works without your constant involvement. All right. Number 3, you're going to show up to solve your biggest issues with the best solution available on what is working now, not yesterday. And of course, number 4 is a starting point and deadline to managing your big quantum leap initiatives list. All right. Now, another big reason is to know that we care about you and your success. And I started this video that way. Again, the multi-day offsite business planning and strategy meetings are the best way to help you succeed. A webinar is just that. It's a webinar, an hour and a half long meeting online. It's a webinar. It gives you direction. Okay. A coaching consult, it's 30 minutes to an hour. These meetings are, for example, 2 full days, sometimes 3 days. This one's 2 full days, 2 long days. Okay, so if you added up the hours, say that's 20 hours. Okay, well, and that's like, and if you did 20 consults for an hour with your coach, this is like 20 of them in 2 days. How long would it take you? That would take you 20 months to do what you can accomplish in 2 days here, plus more because you're networking with other members. All right, one more point on this. If you can read this paragraph, this is big. Direction. You right now are headed in a direction, a path. Your feet are on a path. And there's a principle in play here. It's called the principle of the path, meaning direction, not intention, determines your destination. So we want you to arrive at your intended destination sooner versus later. So our experience is that it's way more likely to happen using our system with regular work on understanding and implementation of the system, and that best happens by attending the meetings, getting out of your office, getting on a plane if necessary, driving a long distance if necessary, getting a hotel room away from your environment if necessary, but attending the meetings. You can call them a multi-day offsite business planning and strategy meeting. Okay, so I hope I've done a good job here of letting you know how important you are to us. And I hope you know how happy it makes us to see you at the conferences. Look out there. If I'm standing on stage and I look out and I see your face, it warms my heart, puts gas in my tank. So I hope you take the letter here, this video letter, for what is it intended to be. It's a heartfelt attempt to express our belief that you being at the meetings will dramatically increase the pace of achievement for all you want to achieve. So here's what you do. If you haven't done it yet, get to CraigProctorCoaching.com now, right now. You're watching this video. You've made it this far, this many minutes. Just open your browser, CraigProctorCoaching.com, click on schedule in the events tab. You're going to see the next big meeting right there, February 16th and 17th in Orlando. Click the register link and commit to attending. Then schedule your travel and hotel right now. Don't put it off. Don't put off this. Okay, don't say, yeah, I'll get to it in a few minutes, Todd. Great video. Thanks for the gold nuggets on things I could do with my databases too. Don't put it off. Go and do it now. Do you want your customers, your clients, your prospects to put off contacting you? No. We don't want you to put things off that will make a difference. Are you the best agent to help your people? Yes, you are. You are. Do you want them being helped by your competitors? No, it's not as good as them being helped by you. You want them to take action on it. So you've got to fight for it, just like I'm fighting for you to be at a meeting. So if I'm making a big deal about you being at one of the meetings, number one, it must be a pretty good meeting, right? Number two, I must believe it will have a dramatic impact on your future and you achieving your goals. Okay, so February 16th and 17th, Orlando, Florida. So here you go. Don't procrastinate. Hey, have you ever read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill? Okay. If you haven't, go grab it. There's a chapter in there, I think it's chapter 8, on procrastination, decision making, actually, and how the most successful people in history make decisions. They evaluate things from what they're going to gain, period. So will you gain here at this meeting? If what I've shared with you is true, all of this is going to happen. Will you gain from it? Go check out the agenda at CraigProctorCoaching.com. Go check it out and evaluate, will you gain? All right? Will you gain more than one transaction? It's going to, your investment here is a fraction of one commission check to attend. So will you gain more than one deal? Yes, of course you will. So then it doesn't make sense to sit it out or wait or delay. So here's some additional details. We have a compelling theme, a business that works so you don't have to. Okay. And a summary, 2 full days, 10 of the most successful Craig Proctor system members sharing with you what's working now in their business, allowing them to earn 7-figure incomes. And they were all where we were all at the same place, not at some point at zero. Even these people, okay? You got over 30 business building PowerPoint files and PDFs, marketing materials, okay? And you know how it works. You do become who you hang out with. So instead of being a spectator when you show up, get involved a little bit more, network a little bit. Buy somebody an adult beverage and sit back and ask them some questions, and you'll be all the better for it. Here's the CTA. Do you know what that means? Call to action. Okay, so if you're making mental notes from this presentation as a video letter and how you can spin this around to target your past clients, adopted customers, and other people in your databases to get them to do something that you want them to do, i.e. send you referrals, i.e. show up at your investor seminar, investor webinar, there has to be a call to action. Okay. What is it that we want you to do? We want you to commit to coming. And the first step in commitment is registration to let us know. And then secondly, contacting Tina at the travel firm to make sure you've got your travel arrangements together. Okay. So, and that's important for your customers too, that you're targeting. They must take a step towards you. You can't do all the work for them, just like I can't do it all for you. But trust me, we have done a lot of work here for you in this meeting. It will be fun. This is one of the better resorts in Orlando. Okay, there's great restaurants, We've got a cocktail party lined up for you. Okay, and of course, you can play around the golf, take in some of the theme parks while you're there. All right. So who is going to attend the meeting and why? I've done a pretty good job of covering that. Okay. The vast majority of the most successful will attend. The vast majority of the least successful members will not be here. Let me repeat that. The majority of the least successful will not be in attendance, while the vast majority of the most successful will be. So which club do you want to belong to? So based on what we have seen here now over these few short years of really tracking this, is that the members who consistently earn high 6-7 figure incomes, they're really on fire with their business. They're getting a lot of 5-star reviews and referrals and repeat business. You see them, if you've been to these meetings, you see them kind of populated the front part of the room. Okay, they're there. The less successful members, they're just not coming. They cherry pick them. Again, I'll come to the one that's close to me so I don't have to, leave for 4 days, because I'm really busy being a real estate agent. Resolve this year to achieve your heart's desire sooner rather than later. If your heart's desire is just to make enough money to pay your bills, just enough money to pay your current bills, maybe you should sit this one out. But if your heart's desire is for something a bit bigger, don't sit it out. Okay, so this, if you need a reminder of it, is essentially what we're selling you is a franchise, a Craig Proctor System super profitable sales team business franchise that if you were to fully implement the whole thing, you're a $4 million or more gross commission income business. But you don't need to do that. Let's say you're only 50% effective. What would that be? 10% effective. What would that be? 400,000 if you're only 10% effective. So you get it. And many of our members are extremely effective at implementation, and they're doing hundreds and hundreds of home sales a year, as you know. So there you go. That kind of wraps up my story. And the only thing I can do to land this plane is this: you become who you associate with. Okay, you become who you associate with. We want you to come hang out with us, the most successful people on the planet in this industry. Okay, and we believe it's the right thing to do and the right place to be, obviously. Okay, it does require some work, you working on your business versus in it all the time. And the main reason members do not succeed is lack of implementation of what is working. The main reason members do not succeed at the pace that they want to is a lack of implementation of what is working. Okay, so that is all covered in detail here at this meeting. So there you go, online letter. So hopefully you got some great gold nuggets for that. Okay, some great gold nuggets from this video letter. Now, here's what I want you to do, since you watched it all the way through. If you will sit down and put something together to target your databases to get them to invest in real estate, all of your past clients, get them to come back and invest in real estate here. Throw up some examples of what you've done investing in real estate, what others have done and you've helped others do, and pour out your heart and soul to your past clients. Just let them know that you're here to help them. All right? And all they need to do is reach out to you. So why don't you take a stab at that? Or how about this? Since some of you watching this video are passionate about a worthy cause, why don't you do that? Why don't you highlight in a letter to them the importance of this cause that you're involved in? I just got a letter a few days ago from Sarah Reynolds. It was a recap on her year in 2018 and her big goals for 2019 that she wrote to her database. All right, that would have been a perfect video letter as well. Mail it and then follow up with a text to video and email to video. Great way to do it. And of course, on your Facebook pages as well. So there you go. Lots of gold nuggets. This is a great strategy, works for me, especially here in Metro Atlanta, getting people's attention and target to them. So we've accomplished several things here with this. Anyway, other than that, why don't you give me a call at 678-436-8292, 678-436-8292 if there's a real problem with you attending. Okay, 678-436-8292. If there's something in the way or you got questions, you can email platinum@toddwalters.com, platinum@toddwalters.com as well. Otherwise, we're looking forward to seeing you there. It's going to be fun. And come up and see me. And I want to shake your hand, maybe get a photo with you if that's okay. And February 16th and 17th in Orlando, Florida at the Omni Resort. CraigProctorCoaching.com. Schedule and events tab. All right. Go serve big. Thank you so much.